Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode on our single-player survival Minecraft world. Today we are walking past a big creeper hole, which is a little bit embarrassing, but we'll ignore that for now. But yes, today we are going to check out a few things that are completed between the end of the last episode and the thumbnail of the last episode, which I said I'd give you guys a little sneak peek at what the roof was going to look like, and I think it came out quite well. We're going to have to do a few things to fix it up, and I don't know whether or not right now this has just gone a little bit stuttery for you guys. My computer's doing some funny stuff recently. I'm sure you guys have heard me speak about it. But if you haven't, some weird things are happening, and that just happens. So we'll just stand still, and that seems to be alright. And if there is any frame loss, you won't even notice. So what we are going to do is, today we're going to fix up this big flat piece at the top here. You can see that it's very, very flat. There's not too much going on there, and it kind of looks a little bit boring. And that's not really what we go for in our roofs. We like our roofs. We don't like to build them as much because they become quite tough, but we enjoy it when we've done it. It's one of those things that it's worth it in the end. The next thing we want to do is maybe actually keep that. I'm not too sure. I just filled it in with the stone, a stone brick, and I thought that actually was kind of nice in the end. Maybe we can put over there on that middle one a stair or something like that. Just create a little bit more stuff happening there. But yeah, that's going to be happening today. The next thing that's going to be happening today is this area here. And by the way, this is going to be all finished today. This building, the plan is to finish this entire building off today. And I'm really glad the way it's turned out. It's been a bit of work, but I'm quite impressed with it. So we're going to fill in this here and make this path finished as well. You can see we need to work out something there. And I'm not too sure whether we're going to do a little bit of a bulge out and then up or not. But we'll figure that out soon enough. And let's head up to the top here where we have got a little bit of stuff that has happened as well. I've kind of gone down here. I thought this was a cool idea with the with all of the oak and stuff. So yeah, what we're going to do here is we're going to knock out these things here and do what we did on the other side where we put in the glowstone. You'll see there's some glowstone here, some of that stuff there. I think that works really, really well. I don't know what's going on here. We're going to have to fix that up. We'll just make it all the same. And we're also probably going to come through here eventually and do some other stuff. But today is also episode 79. And 79 is mathematically 1 away from 80. And you guys know what 80 means. And if you don't know what 80 means, you'll know what 80 means as of right now. Because 80 is 1 in 20 episodes. It's if you divide 80 by 20, you get a whole number. And that's beautiful. Because what we get at 80 is a shader tour. And should I have these on me? Yeah, I do. Yeah, we get a shader tour at 80, and that is really, really awesome. If you guys haven't watched one of the episodes, I think it's episode 46 and 60. I think episode 20 we did it. I can't remember if we did do it in episode 20 or if it was one of the different episodes. I don't know. I'll have to check that up. But yeah, that's a pretty exciting time to do those tours. I really enjoy them. It kind of gives us a bit of time to catch up and see what we're going to be building in the next little bit. And also, it's just really cool to see the shaders in the world because we don't build the world for shaders. Like, specifically, we don't build it in shaders so that we can see how that looks. We just do it because we enjoy seeing stuff in shaders. So, what we're going to do now is get this roof going. Also, you might notice that I am actually currently... Let's get rid of that. Getting thrown away. Yeah, currently, I am eating bread. And the reason I am eating bread is because of, I'm not going to blame anyone. I'm not going to point fingers or anything, but someone didn't breed up the cows after the last time, and when I went back to get some steak, there was no cows, or were no cows. So I'm not going to blame anyone, as I say, but if that person does it again, but yeah, what I'm going to do now, I'll get onto this roof, guys, and I'll probably end up getting quite a bit done, hopefully, and then I'll be right back. Alright, we're back, and I actually didn't get as much done as I had thought, because I thought, I might just show you guys what's going on in terms of finishing off these builds, because a lot of you guys might have got your builds to a certain stage and might want to know what happens at the end. So, what we've done is we've gone ahead and added in the roofs, just like what we've done over there. Now, I'm kind of thinking about what I should put in there. I feel as if we've done a bit too much with the bone on this one, so I'm actually kind of happy to put them as what we were talking about in the beginning with that stone brick over there. So let's actually use our very last ender pearl on us. We got, I think, another stack. That's too far. No, it was good. Perfect. We got another stack of ender pearls in our ender pouch, or not ender pouch, ender chest. So that's all right. Now, I've also gone ahead and grabbed a few more of those. So let's put them in our inventory. Perfect. Alright, and finish off this little piece. Now, I'm really happy that we finished this build, but I'm kind of sad as well because I was actually really enjoying it. It's a very different sort of building that we're going to be adding to this city or town or whatever. I don't know. I call it 101 different things. You guys decide what it is, please, because I can't. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave that there. We might now have to just add in something along these lines here. So if we've got that, to create that depth, we might actually just leave that as bone block. So we might do something like that. And then we'll just mark that off so we can place in a bit of this. Like that. And mark it off with... mark it down there. Okay, perfect. And there we go. Then that will mean that when we do come across here, we can also come across over there. Now, that will just leave it kind of looking a little bit nicer, I think. I hope. So actually, I've done that wrong. We need to do this one more out, like that. And there. Good. Alright, now another thing I want to do, just to kind of finish it off, is I want to put in another bit of this stuff in here. And I'm not too sure how I'm going to do that. I'm probably going to have to do that from the bottom. Let's just make sure there's nothing else we have to do up here. We're going to do windows in here eventually. I want to change those, but they'll be a bit later. Okay, good. So we come down here. There's also a bunch of stuff we have to do inside here, which is kind of cool. So let's do that, and there. Come on. Alright. Now, a few things, guys. The past few days, we haven't seen a video for, I think it's 2 or 3 days now, and pretty much that was my bad. We were having some microphone issues, so obviously microphone issues are not a good thing, and they are all fixed. Turns out the problem was a cable that was just a bit bad. So we haven't recorded anything for a while, but this is us back now, and I'm glad that we can. I'm really, really excited that we can. But yeah, that's pretty much what has happened, I think, because buying a new cable, which was just the solution I thought would be to our problem eventually, seemed to work. So unless I've moved something else around that has helped us, that has been the thing that helped us. So that's good. Now, I think we can stop messing around with this piece here. We've also got another one of those things to do on the other side, but I can do that a bit later. I've also, let's jump down there, finish off a bit of this, and I see the problem with these. So what we're going to have to do to make this little thing work at the top here is probably put in a few of these stairs here, like that. No. There we go. I'm really not working. This is really not working for me today. And actually, let's do something maybe with that. See what that looks like. And I'm just kind of spitballing here. I can live with that. That's alright. This is a bit of an impromptu thing, but let's check out how that works. Okay. And anything else we can use on here? I think they'll be going a bit overboard. Alright, let's just maybe do something along these lines here, because this will connect into there, if I remember. Yep, perfect. Yep, cool. So we've got a solution to our very first problem. Let's do this one up there. Can I reach? I should be able to reach. Yeah, thank you. There, and we'll do the same thing here. I'm really, really happy when I do something like that and it works out of nowhere. So I think it works. Let me know if it works. Obviously, you guys are nice and friendly and you'll tell me it works, hopefully. But let's get that one there. Okay. Now, a few things which we're going to be discussing in the next episode are a few things that we're going to be doing in the future, and I've got quite a bit of plans for this area, some different sorts of things. If you guys want to leave down in the comment section, actually, because you guys seem to enjoy us doing the challenge last episode, any challenges you have, it can be Elytra related, it can be related to anything else, but any of those sorts of things, I kind of think that'll be a bit of fun to do in our series. So if you guys have got any ideas, let me know, and you know where to put it down in the comment section. So that'll be really, really awesome. But overall, I think that'll be a bunch of fun to do. Now, this build is pretty much on the outside I'm happy with, aside from a few little details. What we'll do now is we'll work out the inside and then move back out to the outside, because we're going to have to get some flooring and stuff done in the inside, and that could change what we're going to do with windows and those sorts of things on the outside. So we'll get that stuff planned out, and then we'll be right back. Alrighty, so I've done a few things around here, guys, and I thought I'd just let you know what's going on and what we're about to get going on. So Over here, you can see there's a very flat piece over there. We're going to have to fix all this stuff up on the outside here. And I think we can actually do that now quickly. I wasn't planning on doing it, but I think I have got a plan for it. Very simple and very easy. So we're just going to be putting a few stairs around there. And maybe just take out a little bit of land. So just a bit there. There we go. And we'll do our normal old cracked stone and stuff like that. No, there we go. Perfect. Alright. Now, there we go. That's the entrance we'll get to eventually. So we've got a little bit of stuff happening there so it doesn't look as silly. And I think we just need one more step just to finish it off. Just over there. Okay, so inside here, I've fixed up the roof and I've done a few things on the walls just to make sure that the walls aren't all plain, and also there's a few things that we're hiding behind these things. So I've had to be a little bit smart about the way I've placed these. Let's just put a torch there. Let's just go crazy so that we can take these ones off the floor. I'm not a fan of them on the floor, so we'll just get rid of those there. But yeah, what I was saying is we are going to be building a shop in here, I think. I think we'll do a shop because, I mean, this is the shopping area. But if you guys have got any ideas or any suggestions for what shop, because I'm really clueless at the moment for that. What's up with this lighting glitch? That's weird. Okay. There we go. Whatever. Okay. So, whatever you guys come up with, if it sounds really crazy, put it down in the comments. I want to see it. But yeah, if you guys do, seriously, let me know. But what we're going to do now is we're going to be doing our floors in here. And I'm not too sure how many floors I want to do, but I think 2 should probably actually should be enough, actually. We'll make it a bit higher. Yep, 2. Made my mind up in those few seconds. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to have a bit of a thing there, I would imagine. Would that be alright? Yeah, they'll be alright. And we'll go up another one and have one on the top over there. In fact, we might just take this even one lower just to create a little bit more space in here. So maybe we'll take it down to that level there. Okay, good. And then we also want to get ourselves some of those windows poking through those holes. Now, I'm not too sure what height we are at, if we're at the height for the half windows or the full windows. Let's check. Okay, this is where I actually want it to be. Perfect. All right. So maybe we could, just thinking, because there would be a whole window. Let's check with the next one. Okay, another half. All right, so maybe we do something along these lines. Let's just test this out. Do that. It's too low. Maybe we can do with these something like that and that. Let's check it out. Now, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm talking about when I said that I want to do the outside and inside kind of like inside first, outside next. That looks good from there. I'm actually very happy with the way that looks. But then it's a matter of whether or not it works on the inside, which I don't think it will, but I guess it's worth a try. Let's check it out. If not, what we could even do is drop this shop level to a half slab, but I'm not a fan of that. I don't know. Like, we could maybe make this work if with a bit of magic on the inside here. I think we can actually get that to work. So let's leave it for now. We'll come back to it if we don't like it, but for now, we'll make it work eventually, hopefully. So let's do that. We will put ourselves more slabs in here. I was going to say, I should not have run out of slabs. So we'll do that. Well, I've gone too low. There we go. So do those there, and then in here, I'm not too sure how this is going to work. So if we've got this here, we'll have to go up one more level. So what I'll do, guys, is I'll put up a level in here, and I'll put another level in around there somewhere. I think probably, yeah, there for that level. So I'll do that. Alrighty, we are back now, and we're up in the top here. I've done a few things, and I'll show you them in just some time. But what I want to quickly do is finish off this little piece here, because I think this will make a world of a difference to our world. And aside from that, I don't want it to be left behind until who knows when. So we'll do that, and is there one? There's not one on there. Okay, interesting. I don't know where I planned on getting light for this area. We'll have to work that out eventually. But for now, we'll get rid of that, and we'll put in those. And I think I've done that, like that. Cool, and we also, I think, had to fix up one on that side there yet. So, the plan overall for this side of the town, for now at least, is to get this area working here, get it down to the docks, and then we'll get going on the docks. I think that'll be a good idea. But I'm really glad that this is finishing because, as I say, it's sad to see this project be finished, but it's not completely finished. We still have to do the interiors, but overall, it's good to see it as well because it looks awesome, I think. And I'll definitely show you exactly what it looks like from afar because I think that's where it works really, really well. Just bringing in this area from the other side of the city, we'll show you. So is that all? That's all of them. All right, now the next thing I need to do is get myself a bunch more of these. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add them in. Actually, will I use these? Okay, I'll have to fill in this roof with something. It's just not working, but I'll have to have a look at what I'm going to do with that. So we'll leave that for later. And now as we come out here, we've got this little thing which I said I was quite happy about. We're going to have to put in some stuff over here, which, in fact, we'll do that thing that we did a bit earlier, but I'll do it one away. And me being me, saving on resources, we have to do that. Okay. Okay, cool. Right, so what we have to do is we just have to put in this one extra piece, and then we have to put in a bit of... Okay, I will never get used to that. I think there's got to be something in this game that when you're jumping and trying to place a torch, it places the block that could be placed. Like, you know, for the reason of why you were jumping. I don't know, it just seems like something that can happen, which will make my life so much better. So we'll do that, and we'll do that, and we will do one more. Please work. Yes, good. All right, there we go. Now, what I was saying is we need to get ourselves a little bit of a thing going down here, a hand railing or something like that to make it look a bit more realistic. So we'll do that. We'll make this up to the normal block height there, and, well, actually, that's normal block height there. We'll have to do the same thing on this side. We haven't filled in this area. What I'm thinking about for this area here when we go down, because we have to fix up this side as well, is as we come down here, maybe having a little bit of, like, garden-y type thing. I'm not too sure, but it'll come down as this goes down with these stairs. Now, I still have to work out a few things on there, so I don't know what it's going to come out come like in the end, but it's worth a thought at least. So we'll do that. We'll fill up that one. I think that'll be a bit better, and then we'll get this all working up nicely. There we go. There we go. And pretty much done. Okay. So there's that handrail. As I say, we'll work on that other one. And now I want to show you what's gone on this side of things. So we've got this looking pretty good. Oh man, look at what I've done. No, I haven't done anything. It just isn't working as well as I thought it would. Alright, so that's there. That has gone way too much further in than what I expected. So what I can do is I can pull that stair one block forward and then do that, and I think that will be the plan. And the same for that one there, because it doesn't work. The stair's pretty good to have in there, but I think one block forward or something along those lines will be a little bit better. Alright, so we've got ourselves a solution to our problem already. That's great. And let's walk inside here and I'll show you what has happened in the time that has passed. So going in here, let's quickly do our door. I'm pretty sure I brought us a, spruce door, because they are the best doors for these things. So we'll put a spruce door in over there and have a look at what we need to do for this. For this here, maybe, well, we've gone for a really oak wood thing at the front here. Let's just check how this works with like an insane amount of oak wood. Just crazy amounts. So we'll do that and we'll do one across. Yeah, I think I can live with that. I mean, obviously we're going to have to fix this area up, maybe put some more plants and stuff like that in there, but that'll happen eventually. We'll do that. Come in here, and as I say, I'm not too sure what the shop's going to be, so give me ideas, please. I really need them. In here, we're obviously going to have to fix this up. Go upstairs. This is going to be pushed one back. And we've got our first floor, which I have gone on this level here. So you can see there's our whole block, and we've gone up to this level. We're going to have to push this back, as I just said. And we've got ourselves a crafting table, and maybe we'll put a bed or something up here, because what I find in this area is sometimes when I try and sleep in like one of these houses here that we've just built or whatever, it says there are mobs nearby, like there are monsters nearby around us, and we can't sleep, so I've got to run all the way back to the other side of the town to sleep. And I know in the same like 5 minutes I've used city and town for this thing, so I'm not sure what we're going to call it, but it's going to be a city and town for now. Alright, I don't even know what the difference is, but I'm sure there is a very distinctive one. But yeah, that's pretty much all this building is going to be now. We're just going to have to do the interiors, do a little bit of the stuff, and that's just trial and error sort of things as per usual. But yeah, next episode, it's going to be a great episode. We're going to be going around this place in shaders. So I'm really excited for that, guys. I hope you guys are excited because I know you guys actually, like, honestly, one of the most, like, common questions I get is, can we please do our episodes in shaders? And I'm not going to do episodes in shaders, but as for doing a world tour, I love doing a world tour. Making sure shaders are super exciting and not something that's just the norm. I like that. And aside from that, if I did every episode in shaders, I probably would fry my computer. I'm sure it would explode. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to be it for today. So please make sure you tell me what you want to see in that shop because that will help me out a ton. And also, I hope you enjoyed it. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.